So okay, can you see what I'm sharing? Yeah. Hey Victor, can you guys see
Yeah,
what I'm sharing?
I can see.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. So for the past 2 days, we were doing an introduction to HTML and CSS. We saw how to style objects. Yeah, these small things. So today we had decided, or we had discussed that we are going to solve all the tasks from task 0 to the last task. But then today my head is not okay. I have some headache, so I don't think we're going to finish all the tasks. But then, because we had decided as a group, so we'll start from task 1, task 0, and then yeah, we'll see where we'll stop. Yeah. So, um, yes, clear. All that. So okay. So we'll go to web static, web folder. As you can see, it only has PLD Saturday, so we are going to create one for a directory for PLD Sunday. Make directory PLD Sunday. Yeah. Then we'll PLD. Yeah. So as you can see, it's empty. So first thing first, we're supposed, okay, because of copyright issues, I won't share a ALX page. So I've just taken the output that we're supposed to finally come up with. So this is the output here. So let me just use my phone so that I'll be reading the question while we continue, because if I share my screen here and the session is being recorded, maybe the video will be taken down for copyright issues. So let me just use my phone for reading the questions so that we know what we'll be doing. Even if everybody still went through the project, the task will still do it as a group. So just give it a minute to know how we're going to do this. So the first task we were supposed on task 0. Sorry, please mute yourself. Okay, thank you. Okay, so in task 0 it was saying write an HTML page that displays a header and a footer. So the layout should have a body with no margin and no padding, a header. We've been given the color, a height and a width. So on the footer also, we've been given a color, a height and a width, and also some text. So okay, so how many? So first of all, so you were supposed to create a GitHub repository called Airbnb clone. Yeah, everybody has created that because this is the second project. So and everybody had that. So this we had to create a directory called web static. I'm not going to recreate that directory because that's where I've done my task. So that's why I've created another directory called PLD Sunday where we'll be doing our work. Okay, sorry, let me. Oh, okay, okay, sorry. So okay, sure. If you've raised your hand, you can just talk. Sure, feel free. Sure. Okay, sure. Let me see. Frank. Okay, Frank. Okay, sure. Go ahead. Sorry, we can't hear you. In case you're talking, we can't hear you. Okay, let me.
Hello,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, sure.
good evening, everyone. My name is Frank. I'm from Mozambique.
Okay.
I have one question. I would like to know that This is for front end development or software engineer.
Okay, it depends. Which cohort are you in?
Uh, right now,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not I'm not in any code. I
Oh,
give up last year, so I would like to join for front end development.
okay. For front end development, okay. Up right now we have not joined specialization, so you can't say this is front end development. But then you can say this is just a part of front end development. But then this is not really front end development for to say because we are not yet in specialization. So maybe if you want to join specialization, I guess maybe you'll have to wait for maybe 2 to 3 months so that once we're in specialization, maybe you can join us so that we'll be doing these sessions. Yeah, so
Okay, thank you. Because I was looking for the website, so I saw that I have to pay some fee
yeah,
for.
this time round ALX changed. So if you want to join, you'll have to pay something. This is not like the other time where people had were joining ALX for free. This time around, if you want to join ALX, you have to pay a small admission fee.
Okay, thank you. I will be here and try to watch this lesson.
Okay,
And
sure.
thank you.
Okay, sure. Welcome. So, so for those who still have their intranet active, so the first task you are supposed to create to create a HTML page which displays a header and a footer. So the file in which you are supposed to create was one called index.html. So I've created the file, and then let me open my VS Code so that you can see in real time what we are doing. Yeah. So in task 0, you are only supposed to style your web page using inline styling. Any other styling was not acceptable. So for those who attended the session on Monday, or sorry, the first session on web static day 1, we talked about inline styling, using class styling and ID styling. So I think it's a good start. So while it's opening up, let me see who's around so that I can mention some names because some of the guys here we already did this. So yeah, so this is our code here. Yes. Is it misbehaving? Okay, let's give it a minute. I guess I'll have to type everything. So HTML. I think this is a waste of time. So let me try this. Yeah, it's actually working right now. So if you check properly, I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but then if you zoom, so this is a picture, this is the output that is in the intranet page. So I've just taken the picture itself, so we are going to use this because if I show the intranet page here, the video maybe will be taken down because of copyright issues. So I'm using my phone. Okay, sorry, just a minute before you ask anything, just a minute. So in our style here, in our title, the title is supposed to be Airbnb clone. Yeah, so this is the title, and then on the header is supposed to have a background color of red, and then the footer is supposed to have a background color of green with the text base school at the center. Yeah, so that's the two most important styling that we have to do in this task, and then it's supposed to be inline. Yeah, any other styling is not acceptable. So okay, before we do that, let me see. So okay, who had a query? Okay, sure. Maslinas. I hope that's how the name is pronounced.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask, are we not supposed to use Sandbox to do the tasks? Or
No,
must
no.
we use VS Code?
Actually, it's never compulsory to use either the sandbox or VS Code. You you choose what tool you want to use for your development process, as long as it passes all the checks that ALX wants. So whether you use this VS Code, whether you use Git Bash, whether you use Ubuntu, the intranet, all of them are okay. Just make sure you pass all the checks. Yeah. So I don't know if I've
Okay.
answered your question.
Yeah, yeah. Because if I don't know how to push with VS Code,
Okay,
how
maybe maybe
to.
maybe maybe we'll see that in a minute, cause I'll show you that in a minute. We'll try pushing this so that you can see. Yeah. So let me go live so that you'll see what you are doing in real time. So this is
No
just
problem.
an extension called live server. You can use it so that you'll be seeing what you're doing in real time. Yeah. So our file, we only have one file here called index.html. That's why you can only see one here. So it's empty. So our title is supposed to be, so the title here is supposed to be Airbnb clone. So that's where I'm putting here in between these style tags. So I'm putting Airbnb clone, Airbnb clone. Yo, yes. So as you can see, it has already changed. So now the title is Airbnb clone. Yeah. So sorry. So in our layout, in task 0, it's saying make sure you use a header and a footer. So first of all, let's apply a header. Let's insert the header, the tags, and then also some footer. Yeah. So yeah, and then we just put it in one line so that you can see the difference. And then the footer, the text between the footer is supposed to be best school. So best school. Yeah. So sorry about the spelling. It's supposed to be best school. As you can see, guys, even though this is the footer, it's still in top here, at the top here. And then the header, okay, because there's no content in between the header, that's why you can't see anything. Yeah. So I'll just give the styling for the body, and then somebody is going to give me the styling for header, and then somebody else for footer. For those who attended the session on Monday or the 2 days ago, yeah, for web static 0, 01, and 02, they know what we are doing here. So be prepared. So for this one, was supposed to be, the body was supposed to have a margin, no margin. So no margin means the margin is supposed to be 0, and also no padding. So the padding is supposed to be 0. Yeah. So I think that was only it. So now the header. Yeah, so the header, you are supposed to input a color or red, height of 70 pixel, and a width of 100%. So because this is a peer learning session, I won't do all the talking. So let me mention the name. Okay, let me see. Okay, Clinton, we are together, so I don't want Clinton. Okay, let me start with Victor. Victor, so help us here. We want to style our header here. So we want to give our header a color, a height, and a width. So how do you think we're supposed to do that using only inline styling? So give us the code, or maybe you can try explaining it a little bit. The floor is yours. Yeah, we can't hear Victor. So in case you're talking, we
Ahmed,
can't. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can hear you right now.
okay, so
Mm-hmm.
like let me try
Okay, sure.
on the header.
Yeah.
Let's start with typing the
Okay.
style.
Okay.
Wait a bit. I look at. Mhm. We'll type style. Then we'll type background color.
Okay, background color. So what value should we give our background color?
So it should be red. So let's type ash.
Yeah, hash.
Then F twice. Then 4 zeros.
Yeah. So yeah, that's red.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, what else? So
Okay.
is it
Then
done? Yeah.
yeah, and then also let's type height.
Okay, we're giving it also height of the value.
Height it's 70 pixel.
Okay, 70 pixel, and then lastly,
How the width?
okay, width.
Width it's 100%.
Okay, 100%. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that link for that, Victor. So as you can see, guys,
Uh-huh.
we have given our header this styling, and we have given it a background of red, so we can see the background is red here. We have given it also a height of 70. So the height is now where this color is reaching. Yeah. So if you try reducing the height here, you'll see the changes here also. So let us give it a height maybe of 40. You'll see that it's a little bit small, so you should know about that. So you're supposed to give it a height of 70 and then a width of 100. So the width is what is making the background color to move from one end to another. So you should not mistake that. So now we want to style our footer. Yeah, so our footer, let me see. Let me see someone. Okay, Clinton. Okay, Clinton. So style our footer for us. So we want our footer to be down here. We want it to have a background color of green, a height of 60, and a width of 100. And also we want the text to be centered vertically and horizontally. So the floor is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, we can hear you, but then it seems like your device is far away. So can you move a little bit closer?
Now,
Okay, sure. Okay, we can still hear, but then still, it seems like you're still far. But then, okay, just talk.
okay, so we can do style,
Okay, style.
style, style, no, style. After style, you can go with color.
Okay, so should I just say color, or so I should just type color?
No, background color.
Okay, sure. Background color. Okay. So what value should I give the background color?
Green,
Okay, sure. Green. Yeah, okay. Green. What else?
height,
So height.
60 pixel.
So 60 pixel. 60 pixel. Okay. What else?
Then from height, you can the height you have width 100%.
So width 100%. Okay. What else?
From there to maybe put the text vertically and horizontally.
So how are we supposed to do that?
We can start by displaying next.
Okay, so display. So flex. Okay.
Then and also for justify content
Okay,
center
so justify content. Okay,
center.
center. Okay,
Also align items.
so align items. I should align the items at the center.
Yeah, center.
Okay, center. Okay, so
From there, yeah. Oh, there's one thing, the main position, the position of the footer.
position should get there for position.
Absolute.
Absolute. Okay, absolute.
Then from there, we're done with styling. We can move to the content of the footer, which is that's cool.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can close. We close.
Okay, I've already closed.
After closing, now we can write base school.
Yeah, I've already typed
We
base
need,
school.
yeah.
Okay, before you continue, can you see the output?
It's actually the question. Let me see.
Yeah, can look at the output.
Yeah, I can see output.
Yeah. So now we only have one problem here. The foot is still at the top, and then we want it at down below. So what styling should we use?
Was it I think position is where the problem is. Maybe you can use relative.
Okay, so relative. Okay, now before you continue, this is a question I wanted to ask someone here, but then since you've mentioned them both, okay, can you try helping us to differentiate between position absolute and position fixed? Also, what's the difference? Or maybe absolute and relative. What are the difference between the two?
Difference between absolute and relative.
Yeah, because the first time you are saying we should use position absolute, but then now you are saying we should change the position to relative. So what's the difference between the two?
In in absolute positioning,
Okay.
uh, in absolute positioning, with me thought the absolute position is supposed to maybe position the element
Mm-hmm.
down here, but then yesterday remember we used relative, I think, which position it here down
Okay.
here. Now,
Okay. Maybe I help you with only absolute positioning.
yeah, you can help me.
I'm going. I'm only going to talk about absolute positioning, and then you'll talk about relative. Okay. Is that a deal?
Okay.
Okay, sure. So in absolute positioning, or maybe the position absolute, is normally used in situations where we want to align our content based on the parent class. So in most of the situation, you'll use absolute positioning where we have another parent class, or maybe you can say a container. So the element which is will be so an element which will use absolute positioning will align itself based on how the the parent container is. So I don't know if you're getting me, or maybe getting what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
Okay, for example, let's say we have, okay, let's just type here. So for example, here in the header style, we have another file called maybe say, let's give a div here. That div, let's give it a class. No, because you're using inline styling, we can't give it a class. We'll just style it that way. So yeah, so let's just give it that way. Maybe we'll say h1. Just give it a value of h1. Hello world. Yeah, so we'll just say hello world. Yeah, so in absolute positioning, so let us now try let us try formatting this. So the first one, so in a situation, this one could be easier when we use inbuilt styles, but then say style style is equal to, so position, you can say the position, let's say, is absolute. So if you give it a position of absolute, can you guys see something here? All of a sudden we can't see it. All of a sudden we can't see it because it's aligning itself with the content, with the content of the parent class. So in this case, the parent class now is the header. So because the header now is in the topmost layer here, let's just say topmost layer here, we can't see it's making us not to be able to see the h1, this h1, because it has aligned itself with its parent. So okay, I don't know if okay, Clinton, I guess it was Clinton who was talking. So I don't know if now you are getting what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. You are saying you're talking about the parent, and I'd like you to maybe make it read. Maybe with me, let me tell you about relative.
Okay, sure.
According to what I've seen,
Okay, sure.
according to what I've seen, position relative allows you, whenever we use the position relative, at first the element is situated normally within the document, yeah. But
Okay.
then when we include relative, it allows us to move the element maybe at the top, at the bottom, at the right, or towards the left. That's what I've gotten.
Yeah, and actually you're right. You're right. Okay, we'll see more about this position absolute when we are doing styling based on this, using header in between header tags, because using inline styling here, I think most of the code will be mixed, so it will look bad. So we'll just remove this because we have already finished that. So finish up. You are about to finish something here. So you are supposed to finish up this base school here to be here at the top, down below here. So finish up with that so that we can head off to task one now.
So I guess you can use position relative, yeah. In this
So
situation, you can use position relative.
okay, so position relative. Okay, so position relative then.
Yeah, so position relative is supposed to be bottom.
Yeah, okay, this is what I was telling you guys yesterday. Never forget that most of these things won't work alone just like that. Even if it's position relative, you must add something else in front of you so that now you'll notice the change. But then just using it position relative just like that, you won't see anything. So there's something else you're supposed to add so that now we'll see the change. So tell us that.
Supposed to be bottom.
Yeah, bottom. So but then bottom, yeah, but bottom what?
Bottom. I'm supposed to include maybe values.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Bottom,
give us a value.
bottom maybe 20 pixels.
20 pixel. Okay, let me try 20 pixel. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So let me.
But in my code I use absolute now.
So in okay, you're supposed to use absolute, and then in the bottom, because we want our footer to be at the bottom, so it means we won't give
Oh,
we
bottom zero, bottom zero,
yeah,
bottom zero, bottom
exactly, because we don't want any space.
zero.
Okay, so
Bottom zero.
let me just give it here, bottom zero. Exactly. Now after it refreshes itself, you'll see the change here. So in task zero, I think we have already. This is it. It didn't require a lot of things. It only required us to style our header. So we were supposed to to start with the body. So in our body, we have given it a margin of 0 and padding of 0, because it's saying we give it no margin and no padding. In our header, we have given it a background color of red, because that's what the task was saying, a height of 70 and a width of 100. And then finally in our footer, we have given it a background color of green, a height of 60, a width of 100, and then the text base school finally is at the center vertically and horizontally. Yeah, so this is it for task 0. So somebody was saying, okay, let me check this PC. So in task 1, now in task 1 we were supposed to do the same thing, but then now the only difference being that we're supposed to use another different type of styling, which is we're supposed to use the style tags in between the header tags. So those who attended the session we had 2 days ago, I think we talked also about this one. So somebody prepare. So someone is going to tell me how we're going to do this. Okay, so now this is task 0. So for those who are wondering why you can't see the internet here, so we are not using the internet here for copyright issues. We don't want any problem with the ALX, so that's why we are not showing it here. So we are done with task 0. So task 1 was, the file was called, so let me open my terminal here. Okay, so I'll create a file called index.html. index.html. Yeah, so we'll go in here. This is where we are supposed to do, yeah, so same thing in task 1, same thing. You're supposed to do the same thing, only now with different styling methods. So we're supposed to use the in between style tag. So the title should be Airbnb clone. We should have a header, with the header should be red, and then the footer should be green with school at the center. Yeah, so first of all, let me add the header, and then I want it to be space here because I want you guys to see we're going to do this. So, and then footer. Yeah, so that's it. So then between the footer is supposed to have a text of base school. Yeah, so now it's saying we should style it in between the head tags. So now let me just change it to be Airbnb clone. Airbnb clone. Okay, so before I write anything else, because this is a peer learning session, I don't want to do all the talking. So Buchi, so tell us how it's not this one. Let me refresh. Let me just dispose this one. So Buchi, tell us how can we do that? We want to style this page using style tags. So tell us where we're supposed to put the tags. So we want it's index.html. As you can see, it's empty. There's no styling here. So we want to style this one. So Buchi, help us with that.
Wow. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Honestly, I don't have much to say. I'm still reading the documentation. So I'm not done yet. I just hopped in to see what you guys are doing.
Okay, sure. So okay, then just follow up. Let me see someone else. So Victor had said something. Okay, let me call this guy who is wearing specs here. Maxwell. Hey Maxwell.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. So will you help us with that?
Okay, so quick one. I just joined. So you said you're trying to do what exactly?
Yeah, so this is the second task in the project, in the web static project. So in the second task, we're supposed to style this web page now using style tags, using style elements. So the problem is we don't know where we're supposed to put the style elements. So maybe try helping us with where we're supposed to put them. Yeah, so
Oh, okay. So I think for this task we are doing the internal CSS, right? So
yeah,
this one has to go inside of the head tags, like the head element.
yeah. So below the title tags.
Well, like so far as is within the head, it's fine.
Okay, so I should just type style just like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay, that. So because I've already set this one, I'll just do this quickly. Just start with body. So we are supposed to give the body a margin of 0 and also a padding. The padding is supposed to be 0 also. Yeah, and also header. So in the header we're supposed to give it a background color. Supposed to give it a background color of red. And also we're supposed to do what else? We're supposed to give it a height of 70 pixel. And then a width. And the width normally just give it 100 in this case, and then I think that's it for the header. So header. So background color, height. Oh, sorry about that. So header, background color with and also it's supposed to give it also. It's supposed to have the footer. So the footer we're supposed to give it also background color. Background color of green. And a height of 60 pixel. Width of 100. Then also then I think that's it for this task. Yeah, unless somebody else has an easier method to do this. So Maxwell, do you have an easier method to do this styling, or maybe do you have anything to comment on that before we move on to the next one? Clinton, Maxwell. Okay, Maxwell. Okay. So okay.
No, I have no comment.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Humphrey, do you have a better way to do this, or do you think we'll just go with this one?
I've just joined right now. I've just this minute when you're calling.
Okay. So okay. Sure. Sorry for that. Okay. Maybe let me mention one last name. Yes. Okay. Victor, what do you think? Should you just go with that, or maybe you have another better method of doing it for learning purposes?
I think you should just go with that.
Okay, sure.
Method.
Okay, so this is task. This is task. This is task 1. So next we'll go to task 2. So okay, I think somebody has a question. Okay, so Humphrey. Okay, I think Humphrey has left. I thought maybe it was a question. Okay, so we'll just continue to the next one. So the next task is saying we should. Task 2 is saying write an HTML page that displays a header and a footer by using CSS files, same as one index.html. you must use the header and footer tags, no inline styling, and also no using the style tags in between the head elements. So this one we are using other file somewhere else. So in that case, let me just touch another file called, the file is supposed to be 2index.html. so index.html, you can see there, and then it's saying we're supposed to create a directory called styles. So just make directory called styles, and then you'll change directory into styles. Let me clear this, and then now into styles. So we'll touch 3 files. The first file we are supposed to create inside the styles folder is supposed to be named common.css. So it's supposed to have 2 common.css, and then another one also touch 2 footer.css, and then lastly touch supposed to be header.css. So clear. So as you can see, inside our styles folder we have 3 files. The first one is common.css, the second one footer.css, and lastly header.css. So in the requirements here saying, so the common.css should be a global style. So it's the one which is going to be used for styling the global elements, for example body, things like that. And then header.css will be used to style the header, and then finally footer.css will be used for styling the footer. So in this case, let us move out of this. So it's supposed to come here. So now let us change this page, refresh. We are now in 2.index, so it's empty, nothing's going. As you can see, no title, no nothing, just empty. So first thing first, let's calculate that. So the title is supposed to be Airbnb clone here. So as you can see, it has already refreshed. So let me refresh it again. Okay, so I guess you just have to use this one. So Airbnb clone, and then it's supposed to create header, and then footer. So now here comes where now the real work starts here. So for the first 2 tasks, that was just an introduction. So from task 2, that's where the real work starts. So first thing first, we want to style our HTML here in 2index.html. So we want to style this web page using these 2 common.css, using these styles here, these CSS styles here. But then we can't just do that directly because there's no linkage, even if you try to style something here. So for example, let me do this. Let me just write a h1 here, heading 1, saying, let me say welcome. Let me just say consistency is key. Consistency is key. So as you can see, it's here. So in a normal scenario, if we just use style is equals to maybe color blue, this text here will change to blue. So I think everybody is okay with that. But then now, if now I come to now the common.css here, and I say h1, let me give it the same style for color blue. As you can see, nothing is changing. and the same code, we are using here, the same that we have used just right now, and it was working. Now it's not working. So who can tell us the reason to us why that one is not working? So let me start. Let me mention a name. So Chinoso. Help us with
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I joined late. I'm just coming from the where I
Okay.
went. I was not around. Sorry for that.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Let me mention
So
another.
the reason why it's not working because we have not linked it to the HTML
Exactly.
for
So
for my own observation.
okay. So now I want you to help us. Okay, because you have already told us why it's not working. I think you are with us yesterday. So I want somebody who was not here yesterday to help us with that. So thank you, Chinoso, for that. Clinton was also here. Yeah, let me say Victor. Victor was not here. Let me mention Victor. So Victor help us with that. So because Chinoso has said it's because we have not styled this, we have not linked this with our index.html file. So tell us how we can be able to do that. So we are here now. So tell us where we are supposed to put the link, or maybe how we are supposed to link the two. Help us with the code you're supposed to use so that we can link the two. So Victor, the floor is yours. In case you're talking, we can't hear you. Okay, because of time, let me just mention another name. Okay, Maslina. Okay, Maslina told us it just be watching. So, okay, Jason. Okay, Jason, help us with that. So this. Okay, Jason, help us with that. So help us with the linking. So how is supposed to link it? I'm looking at the chat. So anything you're going to type, I just copy paste it. So we want to link this index.html file to these three files here. Okay, continue. But then you're not giving me the full code. You're just saying href. But then I want the code. I want you to say. I want you just to type what I'm supposed to write here, so that I'll just copy paste. In case maybe you are wrong, because this is a learning session, we'll know. But then if you keep the answer to yourself and maybe you are wrong, it won't be beneficial. So href css. Okay. So okay, let me just copy paste it. Okay, if you're done, just type done so that I can continue. Okay, so let me just copy paste it and then mention another name. Let me see, Victor. Okay, not Victor, Clinton. Okay, Clinton. Okay, let me type what our
Yeah,
friend. So our friend has said I should do this. So I should just say this. So do you think this is correct?
it's not yet correct.
Yeah. So maybe can you help us with the full code that we're supposed to use?
Opening tags,
Okay, opening.
link,
Okay,
then
link.
rel.
Okay, rel.
Then to tell the browser it's a style sheet, you indicate style sheet.
Okay, style sheet. Style sheet. Okay,
Then from there, href.
href. Okay.
Then the folder, I can see a folder.
So the
The folder
folder.
is styles.
Yeah. So styles.
Then the file. The file is which CSS?
Yeah, we want to link both three of them. So the first, there's one called common.css, another footer.css, another one header.css.
Okay, then we can start with common.css.
Okay, so to enter. Okay, yeah. So the first one common.css. Then
Copy the line. Copy that line.
okay, let me just copy it.
Then use Control L.
Okay, Control C. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay. Okay. And then
Test it twice.
okay.
Again.
We have 3 of them. They're there.
Then indicate the footer.css file, then the header.css file.
Okay, so footer.css, and then lastly header.css. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's how you link. So let me maximize this so that everybody can see. So in order, okay, I guess there's somebody who has a question. So just a minute. Let me see who it is. Okay, so in case you had a question, in case you had raised your hands up, you can just talk, because I was in the terminal, like I didn't see who you are, so you can just talk here. So for the meantime, this is how you link. So because you want to link, because now we have a folder called styles, and then inside the folder now we have this common.css, footer.css, and then header.css. We must start with the folder. If you don't start with this folder, it won't work. So you should not forget about that. So first thing first, folder. Even if there was another folder called last, or maybe if the styles folder had another folder called inside, and then another folder again inside, so we could have just done styles and then /inside until now we reach where the actual file is. So this is how the linking is done. So after this now, so we can delete this line because we've already seen that it's working. We're only supposed to do the task. So this one here is supposed to be best school. This text here is supposed to be best school. Yeah. So now we go to our comma.css. So that to make sure everybody is following up, I just ask a simple question. I know we have already done this, so but then this is just to confirm that everybody is following up. So the common.css. So let me see. Okay, I guess everybody has talked here something. Okay, Maslinas, do you want to say something? In case you want to say something, maybe you could try helping us with styling, with what element are we supposed to style using this common.css. Because I've already said I said that while we're starting. Yeah, so because of time I'll just do it. So this is body. All other things apart from header and footer are supposed to be styled inside this common.css. That's what you're supposed to know. So give it a margin of 0 and then a padding. And yesterday we talked about this. We talked about the difference between a padding and a margin, because most of the people were feeling that. So footer, so give it a background color. So let me just pop up this picture. So you should have a background color of green. This is the footer, and then we should also be text lines of background color. For height, we should have a height. So the height should be, I think, 70 pixel, and then you should have a width of it. So the width, I think it should be 100 based on the screenshot. And then also now finally now the text. So in order to put that to started position, and guys, after this session, please, when you get the time, just make sure you just do some research so that you will get to know the difference between position absolute and position relative. Because while I was doing this task, especially from task, I think from task 4 going forward, most of the stylings there are done using position relative and position absolute. So if you don't get, if you don't know the difference between the two, you are really going to suffer. But then if you know the difference between the two, it should be just a walkover. So position absolute, yeah, and then we should give it 0. So display we should want it to be flex. And also something else, this flex, you should know also the difference between display flex and display block. Yeah, so display flex, justify content should be at the center, and then align items, so align items out of center, and then lastly, yeah, I think that's it. Let me look at the outputs. Yeah, maybe the height, I think the height was supposed to be 60. Let me confirm with the height. Yeah, the height is supposed to be 60, not 70. So 60, yeah, the height of 60. Everything else I think is okay. Now finally header. So on the header, supposed to just say header, and then just like that. So on the header also, we were supposed to give the header a background color. So we should give a background color of red, and say this one, red, and then also should give it what else, a height of 70 pixel, and then finally a width of 100%. Yes, so I think that's it for task 3. Let me see if I've left out anything. So yeah, and also there should be a logo. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's task 3. Oh, this is task 2. No, in task 2 you should not have a logo. I think that's it only for task 2. Yeah, so on task 2 also, this is it. Unless anyone has a question, I think we'll continue. So yeah, so now we go task 4. So we come here, task 3. So I normally like using my terminal to create these files here, because I normally create them where I want. So like right now I'm in my styles folder, so I can create the files easily from there. So now I want to create, in task 3 you're supposed to create, to add 3, so this, they should just 3 common.css, 3 header.css, and 3 footer.css. So touch 3 common.css, 3 footer.css, and then 3 header.css. So header.css, footer, common. Yeah, the good thing with that, as you can see, now you can just see D, can move down below. I want to see where I am, so sit there. As you can see, I'm inside now. Here the index files are, so my HTML files are, so I can create the next one. So it's supposed to be 3 index.html. Yeah, so as you can see, this is it. So it's empty. So let us go back and refresh. So if you want, once you create a new file, it automatically doesn't refreshes itself. So if you create a new file, you just have to come and refresh your browser, so that it will pop up. So because now we are working with 3 index.html, you just come and press it. It's supposed to be empty because there's nothing here. Yeah, so enter Airbnb clone. The title is supposed to be Airbnb clone, Airbnb. Yeah, with rules, because they've already talked about this links. So I just copy paste these links. I just edit the names, Control C, control V. I just set it here to be 3 because of time. Really have bad headaches today. I'm just forcing myself because I can't quit this. So 3 common.css, yeah, I think that's it. And also in task 3, we are supposed to create a directory called images. Images. So always be careful where you are creating your directories. Yeah, so you're supposed to create a directory from where now these other HTML files are. So make a directory called images. Yeah, as you can see, the directory has been created. So now moving to images. So there's an easier method of inputting of getting now the image. Yeah, so there are different methods of doing that. You can use an image tag, you can use something else, but then I'm not saying there's something else. I've only said you can use an image tag because in task 3 you're not allowed to use an image tag. So let me mention a name. So let me mention somebody here will help us with that. I think we just okay. Even if Chino, so you have just joined right now, I think he'll be the one who's going to help us with this one. So are you up for the task? Chino, so
So I'm hearing you, sir, but I don't know where I don't know where I'm lost. So seriously.
okay, let me tell you. Okay, we are in task 3 right now, and we are trying to import an image because in task 3, if you can remember, it's saying you're supposed to create a directory called images where you'll have to add to add a logo inside the header tag, inside the header element. So now what we want you to help us with is how can we add this image, this logo inside the header tag, even because most of us here know how to use the image tag, but then Alex is saying don't use the image tag. He's saying, so if we are not allowed to use the image tag, what else can we use? Or what did you use? Let us use that one. What did you use while you are doing this? Because you are not supposed to use the image tag, so what did you use?
When I did my own, I used CX8.
See.
It's just the CX. I go to now CXL. I did that one. Oh.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're supposed to. Okay, let me add this one so that I go to the CSS and then you help us with that. So header, header, and then footer, and then here it's supposed to be best school. And then what else here? Okay, first of all, am I supposed to add anything else here, or I should just leave it like this? Because you are the one who's going to help us style the image, to add the image, and also the styling, somebody else will do the styling, but then I want you to help us with inputting the image to its right position. So am I supposed to input to add another tag here, or I should just go immediately to the CSS after adding the header and footer elements here?
You go to the. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. You go to your CSS. Go to your CSS. You're done with these ones.
Okay, which CSS file should I go to? Should I go to the footer,
You
header?
go to the header. The header.
Okay, I'm here, header. So let me start with header. Okay, and then
I hope you have started your common.css.
no, I've not. Okay, let me
You
give
go
it.
to common.css
Let me give
first.
it a value. Let me style this one.
Okay.
So the is just a margin. So we'll give it margin of 0, and then a padding of 0. Yeah. So unless something else has been added, yeah, no margin, no padding, background color, font color. So we're supposed to add something else here. Okay, let me add this one. So padding 0, margin 0, font color. So we add a font. So font size. The font size should be 14 pixel. And then what else? Font family. It's supposed to be Korean. Okay, please mute circular. Please mute yourself, please. Circular, comma, then sorry about that. It's a little bit slow because I'm copying from somewhere else. If you had the internet here, you could just copy paste it, but then for copyright issues, we just have to do with this. So Editica, this one, okay, Arial, and then sans ref. I think this is it. Yeah, so what else am I? And then should also have a font color. Okay, so font color. Okay, let me put it like this so that it's a body one 48. I think that's it. Okay. Okay, is the body okay with you? Or maybe I should add something else here. Okay, are you still here? Okay, Chino also I think has left. So I guess it's me and Clinton on this one. So Clinton, so I think you'll be the one who will help me with this one. So
Yeah, right.
so in the body element here, so I've inputted the margin, the padding, the font size, the font family, and then the color. So all that is left with is the icon and the logo. So how do you think we're supposed to do that?
With me, so with me, anyways, I did not use CSS. I placed my image on the header part, the HTML file.
Okay, sure. Okay, we can go with that. Okay, sure. So okay, sure. It's here. We are here.
Yeah, so we can use below the links to CSS.
Okay, here. Okay, sure. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, here. Okay.
So link rel.
Okay.
Call it logo.
Okay, you should just say logo.
Yeah, logo.
Okay, and then
href.
okay.
Then the image is located at the images folder.
But then okay, right now there's nothing at the images folder. Remember about that.
So you get. I thought you downloaded the picture.
Yeah. Okay. The picture has been downloaded. You are right.
Yeah.
The picture has been downloaded, but then even if I download the picture, remember, I can't even the picture will be in my. Okay, let me show you the picture.
Yeah. So you have to move the picture to the images folder.
Yeah. So now that's what now I wanted Chinoso to help us with. So there are different methods you can do to add the picture. So now in this case, so which one did you use? Let's start with you. Which one did you use?
With me, I went to where the downloads folder. I moved it physically to the images folder.
Okay. So personally, you can just do this. Let me show you an easy method. You can just use this
Huh?
reveal in File Explorer. So if you
Yeah.
do reveal in File Explorer, so you just File Explorer will open up showing you where the actual picture is. So you can just move the picture inside there. So here's the picture. So let me move the folder is here. So icon, Control C, I just copy it. So and then place it here at the image here. So this is what I wanted Chinoso to tell us. So here, this is the image here. So let me add this one. So you can see the image is here now. So after I come here, just say href. Yeah, continue now.
Images folder,
Images.
then logo.png.
So logo
Oh, icon. Yes, icon. Yes, icon. Icon.png.
icon.png. Yeah, and then close that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So let us refresh. But then once I refresh, I can't see anything here. I can't see anything on the browser here. So maybe what can be the problem?
You can't see anything on the browser.
Yeah, you can see.
Uh,
Let me even maximize it. So as you can see, the browser is showing nothing. Yeah, so it's still Airbnb clone. So what can be the reason to why that's happening?
the reason why that's happening, I think, yeah, CSS. I think it's CSS.
Okay, so now in the CSS, what are we supposed to change, or maybe what are we supposed to add?
We're supposed to add. Yeah, we started it in the header then.
So
The
I should
header.
go to the header. Okay, header.
Yeah, the header.
Three dot CSS. So here, header. Here is the header.
That's case in account. Sorry, Ahmed. Someone's calling me. I'm coming.
Okay, sure. Don't worry, take your time. Okay, so let me see who is left here with me. So Victor, will you try something before I say anything else? So will you try? Or maybe Jason, will you type something in the chat? Maslinas, will you also want to say something? Yeah, because okay, so I guess you guys are really quiet. Yeah, and because of that, I think this is going to be the last task, because remember I said we were not supposed to do all the tasks. We were supposed only to do 4 tasks. I wanted us to do another extra one, so that we do 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, so that tomorrow we'll finish up with the rest. But then you just have to bear with me, guys. I'm not feeling so very well today. I really have very bad headache. So we are now at the header. So first thing first. So header. So the header we are supposed to do. Let me see. Zoning. So in the header we're supposed to do a color. So color. You have to do a background color. Let's say a background color of white. We're supposed to hide a height of 70 pixel. Sorry about that, sorry guys. So here this is the output. So 70 pixel. And then also a width of 100. Yeah, width of 100. And then border. So the border bottom. So in the header, yes, it should be 1 pixel, solid dots. It's saying white, so just hash 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's supposed to be capital letter, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think that's enough. And then the logo should be aligned on the left and center, vertically 20 pixel. So as you can see up to here. Sorry about that. let me remove that footer there so that you'll see the difference in real time. So the footer should have a background color also. So the background color should be white, and then you should have a height of 60 pixel. So guys, this one is going to be the last task. Not saying that we'll stop here, but then tomorrow, so this will be more like an introduction for those who didn't attend the 2 sessions on that happened 2 days ago. So you can go digest what we have learned today from task 0 to task 3, and then continue with the rest of the tasks, so that tomorrow while we are finishing up, at least you'll know what is going on. Because if we continue doing this, it means some people will just go with what we know. Yeah, because we are supposed to try it all alone, and then now come here, we discuss together, so that you know where you went wrong and make some changes. Yeah, so the width is supposed to be 100, plus I'm not also, yeah, plus yeah, I think that's it. So footer and border, so the border top should be, it should be 1 pixel, one solid, it should be 1 pixel solid white also. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then what else? It should also have position, so let me display it to be flex, and then position, let me give it a position relative, let me just give it absolute, and then bottom, want it to be at the bottom with no space. That's why we'll give it bottom 0, and then we can justify our content. So the justifying content is what will help us to be able to place the content where we want it. So align items.
Okay. Okay, but
Okay, let us, okay, just a minute while I finish. So while you are gone, I was finishing up with the footer. So as you can see, the footer is okay. Let me hide this one. So the footer is okay, and then the header is okay. So what's remaining is, let me go back to the body. So the common, were we, I think we were the header. Yeah, we were we, you were selling the header before you were going, right?
yeah,
Was it the header or was it the common? I think
it
it
was
was the common.
better. It was better.
Okay, header.
But
So
I've seen you have the background color,
yeah,
height, width,
width, and then the bottom,
bottom.
yeah. So what's left is the icon itself. So the icon in the browser. So the icon, we have moved the icon, now it's here. It's in the folder
Yeah.
called images. Yeah. So now finish up. If we go to our HTML file, the
Yeah.
so you had started with this link rel is equals to logo, and then href is equals to images slash icon.png. So that's it. Now header 3,
Let me ask you. Let me ask you first. The image is still not appearing.
yeah, it's still not appearing. It's not still appearing. It's still empty.
Oh, so now I see. I think now I think I've made a mistake.
Okay,
Because I feel like
where should we change?
the mistake. Yeah, I mean the mistake is the 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 logo should not be at the HTML side. We should put it at the header side here on HTML on the CSS part.
Okay, let me control X, let me remove it. So you're saying I should place it at the header side, at the
Yeah,
header.
at the
Okay,
header.
so where exactly inside this header?
Yeah,
Okay, let me paste it here. Control V.
we can do.
Still nothing. In fact, it's bringing
No,
up.
no, 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 no. We can't use that. We can't use that. That
Yeah,
you can't use
exactly,
that.
exactly. Control
Uh,
Z.
you can. I didn't say not pasting it. Just moving the image.
Okay, I've
I
removed
meant
it.
we can
So
go. We can use background.
okay, so background color, background image, position, which is which.
We can go with background. Let's see your background color already.
Because
So
there's a background and then there's a background color. So which is which?
background.
Okay, so background. Okay, background.
Background is supposed to be color white.
So white.
Then now we link the file using URL.
So the URL. So URL it
And
should be images and then slash icon.png.
logo icon.
Still nothing.
It should be slash before the images part. They're supposed to have two
Okay.
dots and dot slash.
Now can you see the difference? Okay, now while I
Yeah.
put that, okay, it's working, but then now it's a little bit different because now we can see the images. Let me maximize this so that you can see. Can you see?
Yeah, I'm seeing there's a lot of redundancy.
Yeah, so you are in the right
So
path. Yeah, so
yes, what you do, you put it no repeat so that it will not repeat.
okay, let me do that. Okay, let me see. So no repeat. No repeat. So if you say no repeat, only one is coming here. But then remember, we want this logo. This logo, it should be appearing. It should be appearing on the header side. It should be appearing in the browser tab. Yeah, it should be appearing in the browser, and it should be in the common. Not first of all. Okay, who was talking? Sorry, Clinton. Clinton, you are the one who was talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, in this code here, we're somehow wrong because the logo, the icon is supposed to be in the browser tab here, where the title is, where we see this, let's say this circle here. This is where now the icon is supposed to be, not here. Here, something else is supposed to be here, which is now the header. A logo is supposed to be here, but then an icon is supposed to be up here. So let me remove it here.
Really?
You are right, but then let me show you something. Let me remove Control X. You are right, but then it's not supposed to be there. So it's supposed to be here. So maybe you tell me where I'm supposed to put this line here. Let me put it here. Control V, and then okay, it's still saying it's background white. Okay, it's not displaying. It's not displaying here. It's just saying Airbnb clone. So maybe do you have something to add on that? Okay, Chino. So
Yeah, I'm hearing you, sir.
yeah, so tell us here. So will you help our friend Clinton here? So now what we're trying to do here, because I've noticed your internet connection is a little bit down today. So what you're trying to do here, we are trying to place our icon in the browser tab. So the requirements are saying we should place the icon inside the common area. So inside the common area, we have placed it inside this background here. So this background, so we are using the background and then white. So I don't know why this white is here. Maybe Clinton, try telling us why this white is here, because I don't think this white is supposed
No,
to be here.
no. This one we are doing now is not placing inside the URL.
Mm-hmm.
What we are doing is just to click the header. I don't know which tax is this one, but the other one is to place is at the URL. You remove it. I don't know why you remove it because I think was the first one you remove.
Okay, the
So
first.
about that
You,
particular, I
you
think
you have to link it as an icon. That's how I did it too. I don't know.
Okay, okay, okay. I think
so they saying, oh, I've got him. So I think basically on the HTML file you're supposed to have it there, and also on the CSS part.
okay here, here. So you're
Uh,
supposed to have a link here.
yeah.
Yes,
Link, okay, link rel is equals to logo.
icon.
Okay, okay. Let me say icon then. Okay, icon, and then href is equals to. So we should use. So which file path should you use? Should you use this file path of images,
Yeah, you put the image there. This is
and then enter
the
icon
name of the
png?
image. Yes.
So as you can see now, it's working because if you try to refresh here, it's here. So can you let me maximize this so that everybody can see. I think it's not so clear, but then I hope everybody can see this. So in the browser here, in the browser after near the title here, you can see there's an icon here. So I don't know if everybody can see that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So head. So I don't know what's missing. So okay, Clinton. So now do you know what? So you are right, but the only thing that we had left out was this one here, not this one common. Was this line here? This line of background URL. This was the only line that was missing. Yeah. So thank you for that. And then lastly, now we are supposed to insert the logo. So the logo should be aligned on the left and center. So vertically 20 pixel space at the left. Let me download the logo here because I think I don't know how I'm going to do this. So just a minute guys. Let me yeah, so that's it. So now we are here. So in the next step we are now supposed to input now the logo. So let me first of all let me put it here. So now in the pictures, logo, yeah, control C. Let me just copy paste it here quickly because of time. Control V. Yeah, so I think that's it. So when you come here now in the image, you try refreshing it, you're supposed to see the image. Is it not still becoming? Okay, let me just do it again because I think it's misbehaving. So this thing is very easy guys, you just have to know what you're doing. Yeah, it's not here yet. Control V. Yeah, so it's not here. This thing is very easy as long as you know what you're doing. I don't think you'll get, yeah, so now it's finally here. So let me continue. So now we are done now with the common.css. We are done with that one. In the footer we are done with footer also. Now finally we are finishing up with header. So in the header.css, it's saying we should apply a background color of white, which is already there, a height of 70, which is already there, a width of 100, which is already there, and then a bottom border of 1 pixel, and then a color. So we will put solid, and then finally a logo. So we're supposed to also input a logo. So who has not talked? Okay, okay, Victor, will you finish up? Will you help us with that? Yeah, here it's supposed to be here. So Victor, will you help us with that? Clinton had already done it, but then we said we don't want it there. So We are just redoing the same thing, the same thing. We just want we just I just want to know that everybody's following up. Clinton had already done it. So Victor is just saying the same thing Clinton said. If you can hear, so in case you're talking we can't hear you. Yeah, so I guess maybe this internet connection. Internet connection is bad, so Clinton has already said something, Chinaso has already said something too. Okay, Maslinas, will you say something? Can you just say the same thing that Clinton has said? That's what you want. Okay. Guess nobody's saying anything, so let me just type. Yes, so so background URL images. These are two. So images png, no repeat. So background URL. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so okay, Chino, okay, Clinton, I guess Clinton was the one who done this. So Clinton,
Yeah.
okay, as you can see here, the inside in the header section here, so I've inputted the URL, so the background for the URL images logo.png, and then I've set it to no repeat. But then, as you can see,
Yeah.
it's like there are two pictures here, or there are two pictures here. Can you tell me the reason to us why this is happening?
If already it's no repeat. With
Yeah,
me and you.
yeah. So let me maximize this one so that you'll see. So I've said background, so I've given the URL of images logo, yeah, and then I've set it to no repeat. But then still as you can see here, let me maximize this one too. So as you can see here, still it's like there are two pictures here, two logos here. So do you know, will you say something about that, or maybe we should just somebody else should say something?
I thought when you use the no repeat, it's supposed to be okay.
Yeah,
Because the only other thing I can say that's missing is the centering of the logo,
yeah.
which I don't think affects.
So okay, so Chino, so would you have something to say about that?
How I take did my own is I did not. I go to my I went to my the HTML site, not CSS first.
Okay,
I went to
HTML.
my HTML site, then
Okay,
yes, then go to the section, go to the header task, header part, and
okay,
give it a div.
okay. I get you. So, in order to give it a div, we're supposed to first of all start giving it a div here. So the div is supposed to be between
Yes,
the header tags. So it's supposed to be here.
yes, a bit there. Yes.
It's supposed
Then
to
I
be
give
here.
it a div, give it a class name of logo.
So we should say class is equals to logo. Sorry about this one. Equals to logo, and then sorry about the typing. Class is equals to logo. Yeah, yeah. I think something like that. So when we come here now, we come to
Then you
here.
go to your CSS.
So
Then remove this one. Remove that the first this thing.
oh,
That's how I take
control line, control X. Okay, and then you should say header,
header dots
header
logo.
dot logo. So and then opening it like that. So
And I give it a width.
okay, so should give it a width of the width of. So we should give it a width of how many?
Just give it maybe give it 130, or
130,
just give it maybe 145 or what some
145 pixel.
pixel. Yeah.
Okay,
Then give it a height.
and then height
The other one was 16. Then give this one 60.
60 pixel. Okay, yeah.
Then you give it padding left so that it will move from left a bit.
Yeah, so let me change that. So padding left. Sorry, padding left. So padding left
Maybe you give
20.
it either 25 or so that it will move a bit. 25 pixel.
Yeah, so padding left. So I think yeah. So I've given it a padding of 20 pixel because in the header in the task it's saying logo should be aligned on the left and center vertically 20 pixel on the left. So that's why I've given it 20. But maybe we can add something. We can add maybe 25. But then there's no difference. There's no much difference even if we do that. Let me maximize this one so we can all see it. Yeah, so now this is the code up to here. We have inputted our logo. The logo, you can see it's there. We have inputted this, we've inputted the icon which is here in the title tag. We have inputted a logo which is this one here. So I think this is the last thing we are supposed to do in task 3. I think now this is done with task 3. So unless anyone here maybe got another easier method to do this, so you can share with us that we also know. So anyone who got an easier method of doing this? Yeah, so I guess nobody is saying anything, so it means none. So yeah, so yeah. Okay, so okay guys, let me think this is it.